13th.
Rock a drum to the beat like a metronome. Bogart, Sky-Free, call me Metatron. Suckers, I'm stepping on from here to Lebanon. We ballin'. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn. Right-handed God, cut from the pedigree. Let it off, put that on the mob, we gon' let it ring. Heavyweight, smoking hella gas, watch me levitate. Always late, time don't exist in the astral plane. Clocks grill, never make a mountain out of molehill. God's will, mobsters, eat lobster and oxtail. Big dope, mean we keep supreme clientele. Shine like a Ryan belt, iron behind the belt. By the power of God, I swing the beast by his tail. Come hella high water, I pray I won't fail. In my own category, all by myself. As I'm gon' kill them all, only time will tell. Smurfs get murked, pop you like a perk. I'm popping in the east, they heard that Poppy got the work. I'm big dog status, who you tryna fuck with? Barking up the wrong tree, I'll put you pups on the pup list. We gon' show up and show out. Showstoppers, we gon' shoot it up at the showdown. Showing no emotion, got the show on the road. Never sold my soul just to rock a sold out show. You know how the saying go, the show must go on. Showboating, when it's showtime, I'ma show off. That's for sure, I'm a shogun. Guess I go to show, I ain't even got to show y'all. Said what I said, follow my speech pattern. Hella chips, hella rings, like I'm trying to be Saturn. Blue chipper draped in red, but only the green matters. Shoot the shepherd in the head, watch all of you sheep scatter. Metatron's cube, bet on the truth. Stomping out the devil's roof, looking out for the gumshoe. Hella kicks like kung fu, stacking what we up to. Franklin's we gon' come through. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. They say knowledge speaks and wisdom listens. I'm out the east, I'm on a mission to get it. I'm a beast, I don't need permission to get it. If I'm gon' eat, then we all gon' feast. They say knowledge speaks and wisdom listens. I'm out the east, I'm on a mission to get it. I'm a beast, I don't need permission to get it. If I'm gon' eat, then we all gon' feast. Rock a drum to the beat like a metronome. Bogart, Sky-Free, call me Metatron. Suckers, I'm stepping on from here to Lebanon. We ballin'. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn. All my fallen angels got weapons drawn.
Yes. Happy Friday, everybody.
Friday the 13th. Wait.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's our second Friday this
Deja vu, what?
show.
It is the second
month in a row. Crazy. I guess that makes sense.
Right? Look at that. What
There's only 28 months. Oh, sorry, 28
what is wrong
days
with
in
you,
the month.
calendar?
Hey, if there's 28 days in the month, that means that the 7-day weeks were able to continue on to the next one. So yeah, I guess that does make sense. Somehow we were gonna get another Friday the 13th.
Well, you definitely have tuned in to a second Friday the 13th edition of the Wake Your Game Up. Yeah, just first of all, I want to start off the show shouting out all my good brothers, man, that reached out and make sure I was in the right state of mind. You know what I mean? I just had a near and dear brother of mine, one of my cousins, but he's more like my big brother. He raised me. He just passed away super young. You know, he's only about 7 years older than me. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my cousin June Bug. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all my brothers, man, that reached out. It really means a lot to me. You know what I mean? I fucking love y'all. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Life is cruel.
Let me say happy anniversary to Catherine. Happy 13th. Ugh.
Oh, you and Catherine's anniversary?
Yeah, 13
nice.
years today.
That is so awesome because to go from something somber to something joyful.
Yeah, 13 years today.
Yeah,
look at that 13th on the 13th.
Yep.
See, look at that. I made a phone call.
My dad was born on Friday the 13th, so it's always been a good day for myself as well. I'm not afraid of the number 13. In fact,
13 is just a number.
I got 13 jerseys. There's old jerseys of mine with a lot of them have 13 on them.
In China, in some cultures, they say the number 4 is bad luck, and then you go to China, Asian culture, they say number 4 is good luck. You know what I mean? So there's different conflicting shit. I mean, listen, man, I think there's even a phobia. There's even a phobia of numbers. Period.
That's all it is.
Motherfuckers be scared of numbers. Period. Like, hey, look, when I was a kid, I would like pondering enormous amount, like vast numbers used to like give me anxiety. So I'd be like trying to sleep. I'm talking about like 7, 8 years old. I'd be like trying to sleep, right, at night, and I'm like, how many pennies would a million pennies be? You know what I mean? And like, could you fit 1 million pennies in my room? What about 10 million? And then, like, I would just be mind boggled. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would like literally there'd be some nights I'm waking up my mom, I'm thinking about all the numbers again. And she's like, go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, lying there, man.
It used to keep me up at night, like numbers, bro. And look at that. I grew up to do numbers.
Yo, what up, Chase?
What up, Chase?
Got Albert.
Albert.
Where are you guys drafting Justin Jefferson?
Second round.
I would,
because I think that's where he'll fall to. Because I still think they'll be okay. How about this? You might got a special combination of someone who likes Kyler Murray and they're a Viking fan in your league, right? That they might look at Justin Jefferson like he's the one again and take him too high. I'm saying second round because that's where I would feel comfortable snatching him up, and that's where I think like people in our leagues will let him fall to. You know what I mean?
You know, there's not a in my list of wide receivers. It's going to depend on what I'm going to go off of. Like, I'm going to say I'm potentially one of the guys that is higher on Justin Jefferson. I have him at the 110. You know, so like even in the 10-team league at that 110. I'm still thinking about him right there. 110.
See, I'm not mad at that because he might not come back to you though.
11, 112.
But it's stylistically when you're at the bookend.
Type of decisions if you're looking for that score and a discount, and hopefully that my league mates don't have him as high as I have him, then yeah.
Okay, let's play a game. Let's play a quick game here. Who would you take over Jefferson? All right. So, would you take Devin Achane over Jefferson?
No.
Would you take Jonathan Taylor over Justin Jefferson? This is redraft talk, right?
No.
Okay. Would you take? Okay, obviously, not. We're taking Bijan and Gibbs and JSN and I'm still gonna put Chase,
The
Puka.
two running backs, and then everybody that basically CD Lamb.
Would you take CD over Jefferson?
Yes.
Me too.
That's
You know what's
two
kind of
are
crazy,
actually
bro?
right there on my list, and then
I think I got him. I think I got him at that 12. You know, that 112, 2-1 area.
yeah, I think he's like what, probably my wide receiver 6. So I do have.
Would you take McBride over him in a tight end league, even if it's a regular tight end scoring, no tight end premium, but it has a tight end spot?
McBride is just everybody gets equal scoring. Probably.
Everybody gets
No,
equal.
I think Justin Jefferson is in for so many targets. I think eventually we're gonna.
You know, if we look at Justin Jefferson's numbers last year, look at his numbers with Carson Wentz.
Game, so I still think he's gonna get that like a potential 180, where CD Lamb doesn't have that anymore because of George Pickens. And then who's the other receiver that you could think of that could get 180?
I mean, there's Olave. There's Olave who kind of crept up in there, right? Like,
yeah.
Who else?
You got to start to respect the chug.
Are we taking Nabbers over Jefferson?
No,
I think I'm on Jefferson.
No, I take
I'm
Jefferson.
not yet.
Nabbers.
Yeah, I'm going Justin Jefferson before Nabbers.
I mean, the injury has a lot to do with it, and I don't like Matt Nagy being the offensive coordinator there. I mean, he's been around some pedigree, so maybe that. I'm looking at Matt Nagy's history of like his number one receiving options are like Bow Wow guys. You know what I mean? Which is cool, but I need motherfuckers that's getting 14. Look at this. You look at Justin Jefferson's numbers with Carson Wentz. If you prorate his numbers with Carson Wentz, he would have paced for 1,600 yards. So it's not like Justin Jefferson all of a sudden went bad. It's just because when it was JJ, it was terrible for him. Like, so Kyler Murray. He's just an upgrade just based on, even though I don't like I actually have really fond memories of laughing and having, and because laughter is the best medicine at the expense of how bad Kyler Murray is with you, kidda. So it's like, these are kind of the things that I think of. I'm like, okay, we got little ass Mighty Mouse throwing the ball.
Yeah, but if Mighty Mouse has a favorite target and its translation is to like the approaching McBride, because what did he had the most targets for a tight end? I don't think it was because of positional strength. It was just the best player on the team, so he's throwing it to whoever's the best.
And Justin Jefferson is
unquestioned. The unquestioned number one over there. So I think
Kyler Murray he does have a phenomenal arm. He could throw on every level of the field. So we don't have to worry about that. But like he's definitely got to move around to do so.
He's not looking to take off too often anymore. I'm pretty sure
he's gonna be behind the best line he's ever on paper. This is the best line he's ever had to protect.
So he might have decent season, but I don't want to say anything about Kyler Murray positive. I went against my personal opinion. It's always been pretty consistent.
Listen, I lost all respect for Kyler Murray when I beat him in Call of Duty. I was
fantasy,
like,
real life.
Supposed to be him.
Never had him. Never was him for me anyway. So I went against my own rule, and
I learned the hard way with Kyler. He burnt me a few times. The 2020 season was the last straw for me.
All right, Poke, you're on the clock.
What's that?
Oh shit,
you're on the clock.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, word. Who did he take?
I don't know. Johnny Mitten says you're on the clock.
Oh, okay. Johnny, I might have someone got signed. I might have to not take a rookie pick here.
You might.
I do want to get one because I think this is one of the last in the third round.
In the third round?
Yeah, I think we're on like the 313 or something. What did Johnny just do?
Yeah, good question. Here, let me
Shout out to
scroll.
Johnny Mittens, man. It's another one. It's one that's a
Yep,
real good brother right there, man.
he took a
He
rookie.
made sure tapped in with me too, man. What's up?
He took a rookie. So
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
somebody shared a link that will track it. I'm not.
I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and just make this pick. I'm gonna come back right away.
Yeah. Oh shit! Looks like the timer is paused. It's weird. Or is that my computer geeking out? It looks like it's geeking out. Never mind. Where's the? There it is. I am not the. I am nowhere near as talented as JD and Peacock when it comes to the navigating the computer. But yeah, if Sleeper does that for everybody, I'm pretty sure it starts to freaking lag and time out and there we go. Now the clock's going.
Would it freeze?
Got it. Yeah, there was a glitch with the system. I'm pretty sure it's not my internet. My internet here is very nice. Last
A lot
place
better.
but this one is
Is it a lot better?
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
was a plus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing with it is certain like the 5 gigahertz band is the one that you really want to like use, and it's just not good at penetration. Pause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew I was gonna walk right into it. I was prepared for that one, but Bogey went a kicker as well, so that's another rookie. I'm not too sure what round we're in or what pick we're on, but I have 0 rookie picks. I don't know if I'm the only one. I feel like I'm not the only one that doesn't have any rookie picks. Bogey just took his first. I believe that was his first. No, yeah, that was probably his first. Yeah, here we go. He's back.
Yeah. Look at me.
Look who's back.
You got your
third round pick.
Back again.
20-something.
Bogey's back. Bogey's back. Bogey's back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Were you ever a fan of Eminem?
Yeah, back in the day when he first came out, yeah.
It was.
I was like an Eminem fanatic when he first came out. After the second album, I was already like, eh. Because there's only so much you can complain about your baby moms and your mom, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like
the
it gets
flow,
really old.
the flow and the speed was pretty dope when I first heard.
He only got better at the speed. They call it speedum. That's what the Tech 9 coined the phrase, because Tech 9 is like a renowned fast rapper. He calls it speedum. So like he'll challenge fools to the speedum. You know what I mean? And like Eminem be going crazy too, man. I'm like he has this one. Eminem redid a Twister song. Who's another fast rapper? And like, bro, this shit goes. I'll find it and I'll send it to y'all in the group thing. I just seen this the other day. I was like, oh shit! It was on like the Kamikaze album, which is like 4 or 5 years ago, where he's kind of on this joint making fun of all the rappers these days. Like he's like mimicking styles and shit, and like it's hella funny. But it's like the closest to Slim Shady I've got since like Slim Shady. You know what I mean? Where it kind of, and not to say that it's nothing like Slim Shady, but it's Slim Shady where he's talking shit to rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because he knows he's flexing. He is one of the more lyrical miracle individuals out there. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people herald him as their GOAT because of his record sales. And I would argue anyone who has an argument which should be based on his skill set, because he does have skill for real. You know what I mean? Like I don't like basing anything on the motherfucker who sold the most. Sometimes people just they like stupid shit sometimes. Like,
yeah, trendy stuff.
Yeah, like that LeVar Ball song. That song was tight. He's terrible.
He's pretty relevant, right? I'm not really
Who's this?
listening too much. Eminem, is he still relevant? He's still.
No,
I still read about
he
him.
kind of pops out here and there, like when he popped out for the Super Bowl halftime show back when the Rams won it. You know, he that's probably like the most we've seen out of him in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
He actually just came out with a documentary series, right? Look at this. It's called Stan, right? And or the real Stan or something like that. But anyways, it's a documentary on Eminem's life, but it's from the perspective of there's like 3 or 4 hardcore Stans that actually exist, and these guys are the ones like in the documentary. And there's this one dude, right? He's the most hardcore Stan. He leads a pack of Stans, right? He leads a pack of Stans out in Pakistan. See, that sounds like some Eminem shit right there. Anyways, he has a pack of Stans, and like they would just wait outside of Eminem's like gates on his compound. You know what I mean? And then like one day, Eminem, this is in a documentary, Eminem, he's just pulling out of the driveway. You know, he's in the back seat, probably fucking something fancy. And then he says, "Man, hold on, stop." He tells the driver, "Stop." He rolls down the window. "Hey, come here." He's like, "Fuck, this guy's fucking the best Stan." You know what I mean? He just tracks him down, knows where he lives. And totally respectful too, just really weird. But he calls him over to the window. They all start to walk. And then the main Stan, he turns at the other guy and says, "You stay back, this is my chance. This is my moment." And then Eminem's like, whoa. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some hardcore motherfuckers that love this fool. Can you imagine? Women too. Like, it wasn't just weirdly men Stans. They were like women. Like, when I discovered Eminem's music, it changed my life. And it was like, whoa.
What up, King D?
She was probably the girl he gave mushrooms to in that song.
Oh, we got to shout out the chat. We got King D.
What up,
got
King?
Pat Signal. Shit. Oh, hopefully, does that? Maybe he's in a.
Lee, do me a favor. You got another device next to you? Or actually, no, don't worry about it, Lee. Hey, anybody in the chat, let us know if there's connection or if it's coming through choppy for y'all too.
I mean, we got to do a better job at getting to the chat. That was sent over 13 minutes ago, so
yeah,
it's all good. King D, hopefully it's a little bit better now. I don't know if it was on.
I'm checking it out right now on my iPad.
And now we got Johnny in the building, the guy that you kind of influenced Bogey's decision here.
We made a pact.
Going with that, you know.
We made a pact.
401, I guess, is the
I got the 401.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm angry.
That is worth very little. I want that. That's what I want to know.
Would have been in front of the other one.
Once we get these rookies on their respective rosters, where some of these values to these picks, like some name value to the pick, finally, that's gonna be real fun. Because it happens every year. You have a guy that you think is going to be the number one receiver, for example. A lot of people think Tate is the next one. So if Lemon gets a better landing spot, then it's arguably, you know, there's potential for.
Do you remember? Remember that year? It was London.
Number one.
It was London, Olave, Garrett Wilson, J Mo. And I feel like I'm missing another person in the first round. But also that year we got George Pickens in the second round. Yeah. We also got Christian Watson, right? But London was drafted first that year. Then I want to say it was Olave, and then the Jets took Garrett. It went London, Garrett Wilson, then Olave, then the Lions traded back in and took J-Mo. This was the same year they took. I want to say this is the same year they took Gibbs, maybe, if I remember correctly. My point is, everyone went gaga over London just because he was the first one took, and like I didn't like that situation at all. At the time, he had what's the black buddy Desmond Ritter. You know what I mean? He had the Rider throwing the ball. But I didn't like that at all. You know what I mean? And then you had Garrett Wilson with I think then Sam Darnold throwing the ball. No, it was Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson didn't like that at all. You know what I mean? Olave was the most interesting to me. And so I ended up drafting a lot of Olave even over those guys when I had the opportunity that rookie year, based on he had Jameis Winston throwing him the ball and Andy Dalton behind him. So I was like, okay, I'm going for that situation, even though that quarterback situation was going to be shaky for years to come. I rather Olave on win now mode because I'm usually on win now mode. You know what I mean? And then, my Olave shares that from back then, I still have them because hey, nobody wanted them. And now now he's worth something. I don't want to move him. And like London, I traded for him a lot of places last year and drafted him everywhere in Dynasty because I liked it when I seen finally after a couple of years. Now I can't sell him. Nobody wants him. You know what I mean? But I'm still glad I have him because now this looks like, as long as the situation feels better, and to ultimately go back to our Jefferson conversation, Kyler Murray makes Jefferson feel like, all right, we're confident in him again. You know what I mean? I don't think we felt the same if it was Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, obviously. We would have loved it if it was Kirk Cousins just because we've seen it before. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there was a lot of, I think, attitude to the quarterback situation that it was obvious chemistry, if it was forced or not, the quarterback not giving him 13 to 16 targets per game, like his averages throughout his career,
Yeah.
It just like dropped dramatically. There was zero,
I think they had the number 5 defense.
How many fucking touchdowns did he have? Like 1 or 2? That's why I'm so high on him this season.
I want to say he had none last year.
I know, right? Have none? 0 was it 1? I don't know.
I think he had none.
Terrible, bro. Like you could only get.
Somebody
better.
look this up.
That is going to be historically his worst season. Watch.
How do you feel about players playing with their grills on?
My personal opinion is that they're being unsafe. And then
you take the wrong hit, you lose all your teeth because that shit just fuck your whole teeth up.
It's so optional nowadays, anyways. Are you kidding me? Most of the time,
mouth guard period.
I don't even see it on a lot of these.
You know what people should do? They should ice out their mouth guard, like the outside of it.
I mean, they just fucking have it as an option now. They focus in on all like the illegal contact, but the other issue, and
you can hit right up into the chin. Fuck your whole shit up.
You can definitely bite your tongue or do something that can.
Back in the days when I used to rock grills and we used to get in like wild bar fights, you always have to remember to take your grill out.
Pretty bloody.
You don't take your grill out, someone just punch you right in the mouth. Spit your grill and your teeth out. That's all bad.
Yeah, but you got the face mask, so.
That's true, but I'm just saying, say somebody gets them with their shoulder pad right up under your right here on your chin. You know what I mean?
Biting your lip and your tongue would be and then maybe hitting your teeth together, that would fucking hurt. But most of the time,
when you're wearing a grill, it's essentially
like a brace for impact fairly well. It's the ones that on offense, anyways. Those are the ones that are kind of like when you're jumping up in the air and.
Oh, yeah. Getting a 50-50 ball, getting caught in the air.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe those were the...
What's up, Lee? You ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
No. You didn't sound like it, huh?
Hold on.
I'm always
there he is. There he is.
Let's cut out the chat before we start getting going.
Let's cut the chat out.
We got Brandon
in the
Kyler
building.
Murray is a effing bum.
Is a fucking bum, man.
Hey, it's hard to disagree with that.
That should be the headline in Minnesota. If I was the sports writer in Minnesota, I'd be pissed. I mean, man, he brought this bum over here trying to make everybody get excited over the absolute worst quarterback in the fucking league, just kind of like overrated because what? He was drafted in the majors too, and he signed a dumb contract that was offered to him. It wasn't even like, was there a competitive market for Kyler Murray? Did he ever get to an open market for him? Was there? I mean, Kyler Murray is good when he's engaged and preparing. Says PB and J. What's up, PB and Waivers?
What up, PB and Dub? You know, and I can't argue with that neither. Because look at what he said when he's engaged. Like when you're locked in, but I think he does have that in him. But I don't think he liked where he was in Arizona for a long time. You know what I mean? Like that whole situation.
I don't see a lot of talent. I just don't.
I've seen some big games out of Kyler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's had, and all those big seasons ended up a lot of them ended up in season-ending injuries. Where then stupid Bogard was like, he was pacing for 60 total tugs. You know what I mean? And then
Kyler Murray
max
yards last year, 220. The Brisket with the same roster had 452
in 14 games. 14 games too.
Well, you know, they're just comparing the best games of their of the respective season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brissett definitely was playing lights out for him. You know, there was nobody on earth thinking that Brissett was gonna be that great for fantasy.
Volume is key. You know, you look at it, go look at his pass attempts. You know, we're talking like 37, 47, 57, you know, 45. You know, fucking
having
49. Like he was
season from Michael Wilson. First, it went with the running game going to shambles because that's historically just a running team. They're gonna run the ball all the time. So when Connor and then Benson and they have to fucking juggle the three terrible running backs they have after those two, there's not a lot of promise. So they have to figure it out through the air. And I'm glad Michael Wilson had that breakout. I was
you've been a Michael Wilson supporter for a long time.
I have him in a few dynasty formats, and it was just because of his class and the
he was good out of Stanford.
Yeah, not the
best. Know, before Marvin Harrison, they had aspirations of it being Michael Wilson and McBride as the focal point, and then but Kyler sucked again, gets them up there in the draft to get Marvin Harrison the next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think they had a game plan set because they had so much promise in Marvin Harrison, and they were, what? Instead of just focusing in on trying to improve this guy, let's just switch the numbers on the drawing board. And
when you look at it,
Michael Wilson in the X and have him run in motion, and then have him as the focal point.
I feel like that was Brissett too. When he came in there, he was like, "Yo, we got this kid right here, bro." Like, you know what I mean? And then Brissett, like a savvy veteran, started using Marv as the decoy. Like, all right, you go out there and just take all of the distraction away as much as possible because you suck.
Yeah.
That's what he told him.
Oh man, that's another name in on that team that I just can't ever really get behind is Marvin Harrison. I'm a Trey McBride fan for sure. That guy is awesome for fantasy.
Bogey's got a decent team. Nice. I like it.
Bogey's team? Yeah.
Don't worry about me. It's all right.
Yeah. What up, Bogey? You always say that you have a decent.
It's all right. I got Sam Darnold.
What up, Derek?
So I got Sam Darnold. I got really fucking angry when someone took Milroe. Shout out to Flex.
Oh yeah, Milroe.
I was hot about that. Like, why are you taking Milroe right there? I'm supposed to take Milroe in round 30 for me.
I took Milton or right the Cowboys back up.
Why not?
Yeah,
Dak's like a checkerboard kind of injured year, not injured year, injured year. You never know.
With the free agent quarterback market, man, you never know what could happen. All he has to do is play 5 games, right? An IR stint. I'm not rooting for that, but that's all it might take is
you want to hear something crazy?
5 weeks and showing out, and then all of a sudden his fucking value is high in free agency.
All right, look at this. Who was the coach before Shoddy for the Cowboys?
Before Shoddy
it before they elevated?
Oh,
Shoddy.
That was the
it was McCarthy.
Wasn't it?
It was Mike McCarthy. Where's Mike McCarthy now?
It wasn't the other guy.
It was Mike McCarthy, and then then when they fired Mike
Helen
McCarthy, they elevated Ryan Schottenheimer from the OC to the head coach, and then that was last year. So he had his first year as a head coach last year. Now Mike McCarthy's with the Steelers. Theoretically, if they needed a QB, they could trade them Joe Milton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Milton's probably learning a lot. And the preparation, I know Dak Prescott's always impressed me with his preparation. I know he looks goofy. I'm not saying that goofy shit. We're all that fucking.
I mean, Jameis Winston's goofy.
Outside of that goofy thing there's
Jameis Winston goofy, and then there's Danny Dumbass goofy, and then there's Eli Manning goofy, where it's like, Dak Eli Manning's more of a goof.
Yeah,
so was Danny Dumbass, and then
ever since
Jameis Winston's just misunderstood.
Remember his preseason, his rookie preseason games?
Who? Jameis Winston?
No, Dax.
Oh, Dak, yeah, very poised. He didn't look like a rook.
He was changing.
He got to start week one because what's his name?
He was changing calls at the line of scrimmage. I was like on week one or week two of fucking
2016. 2016.
Yeah, it was.
I remember this.
Pretty fun. I was like, this is pretty nice. That's like for a rookie. I'm not afraid to take him and
then Tony Romo broke his shit. His shit the dress out game for the preseason. So which is essentially the last game that the starters have to dress out.
Yeah, you still so when you were
game.
You bought him during the redraft, so you were getting him at a discount, but you weren't getting him at that undrafted. He was going drafted in every single league his rookie year. That's another
because you know why? There's a high probability that you have a Cowboys fan in that league too. Because I distinctly remember my boy Nancy taking Dak everywhere that year. He had all the Cowboys.
The Cowboys had that incredible offensive line and. There was people taking DeMarco. I mean, what's his name? Zeke Elliott, that 2016 as a top 10 pick in redraft, because of that line was so good, and they spent so much capital on Zeke. The Cowboys
he ran for like 1,600 or something like that, 1,800 his first year.
They still
something
are.
Like that.
Last season, they were badass. There's still a couple of weeks where tight end showed out too. I know he was inconsistent, but. There's a couple weeks where he did.
Dak's history of his target market share in his career. The second most targeted in his career is the tight end.
Definitely always the tight end.
Yeah, he loves tight ends, bro. I mean, he started off with having Witten for a while. You know what I mean? He still had Witten on the tail end of his career. Then they went into, they had Dalton Schultz, and they had, now Ferguson, and you know what I mean. It don't matter who it is.
Nope.
They're ready though.
It don't matter. Even Ferguson went yay last year too. Kind of crazy. He definitely was difficult on a per game basis, but overall he tore it up.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, you ready, Lee?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Let's go.
It never gets old.
Are we hitting them with the free agencies?
No, I hit this drop just like league news, like league business. NFL fans, this is going to be a hell of a fun time. So this came out last night is that the NFL is exploring a Thanksgiving Eve day game, which would put us in for 5 days of football of Thanksgiving week.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, we get one on
maybe,
Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, Thursday, where our traditional football games, Friday, Black Friday game.
3 games, you mean?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get. Well, you get a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, nothing Saturday, but then you have Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. You would get the brand new Wednesday Thanksgiving Eve game. Then you get the 3 games on the Thanksgiving slate. Then we get they're I think they're even talking about moving the Black Friday up to 2 games. I think, but right now it stands as
possibly.
1. Yeah, right now it stands as 1. Then we got the full Sunday slate and then Monday night game. So it's badass. It's gonna be irritating. I'm sure for the team that has to play that Eve game, and I'm like, maybe they played the Thursday night prior to that. So it's not such a short week for them because I don't see them letting them. Okay, actually, if someone played Sunday and then Wednesday, that's the same as someone playing. Oh no, it's not the same as someone playing Sunday and then Thursday because that's our short week, right? Thursday. They don't ever let no one play Monday and then went Thursday. So they would probably have them play the week. Whatever teams that were playing will probably. I don't know. This is weird. Or maybe one team's coming off of a bye week.
I would just do back-to-back matchups of division rivalries. So we that's the 2 games that those teams are going to see each other.
Have we ever seen that?
I don't know, but it's the most fair way to handle this situation because it is extremely shitty to play on Wednesday.
Like we've seen it happen plenty of times where teams play the last week, then they see each other in the playoffs the very first week. But like, I don't know if I've ever seen a division rival play each other
playing
twice.
Sunday and then having to play on Wednesday is like super shitty. So if
that's insane. So I feel like whoever played on that Wednesday Eve game would have to be coming off a bye week and or played the Thursday night game prior to that. You know what I mean?
So that's what I would do. I would do the division rival maybe even 2 shitty division rivalries, like a Chargers.
Oh, I know who's playing the Wednesday Eve game. It's going to be like the Browns and the Jets or something because they're going to put the shitty teams there.
Yeah,
like the Jets and the Browns?
This is your primetime game.
They're just looking for views anyways. They're not looking to, they're playing on a Wednesday, whatever.
That time of year, there's no baseball. There's basketball already, but
the market.
Like there's basketball during that time of year, right? Are we
November? Yeah, it's just basketball is just about starting up.
But see, nothing is no match for football on a fucking Wednesday.
That's true.
That's going to go
crazy. Always takes the cake.
So they really don't fucking matter what team they put there, honestly.
Yeah.
They might put like the Browns and someone good.
Browns
they are going to put one team that's good at least.
Yeah. Well, the NFL draft in 2026, the first round pick time was reduced from 10 minutes to 8 minutes.
You know what's funny about that? It's like I feel like that's more so they can get 2 more minutes out of a commercial ads they could run because they make money off this shit and every way.
And Ian Rappaport is expected.
Imagine that though too. It's Roger Goodell. Hey, bro, you're OTC, bro.
Yeah, this will be a wild.
Hey, whenever you get a chance, my good brother.
Well, we know with
make the pick.
Well, we know with NFL Network, the merger starts with ESPN in May. Well, Ian Rappaport is expected to join Adam Schefter when the merger starts. That's going to be a wild, too. They're both competing against each other, and they're going to work together.
Well, they're both characters. Like, you know what's cool about Ian Rappaport is, like, you would always go on NFL Network, but once he started going on the McAfee show, that we found, his personality and who he is like, hilarious because he loves to drink. Right? So anytime he goes on McAfee, he's like, oh, sorry, guys, I was 5 minutes late. Oh, you boozing again? Like, they just get on him like he's a drunk. You know what I mean? And he's always defending. He's like, hey, man, I like to have a drink. But, he's like, when I'm behind these doors and, rubbing elbows with these execs and team officials and you know what I mean? Like, hey, so a lot of times you're having drinks. How do you think you're going to get information out of a motherfucker? He's an NFL insider. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, Tony Dungy will not return from Sunday Night Football.
You know what? Shout out to Tony Dungy, bro.
Yeah.
Good for him. Because he needs to retire because he already looks like a corpse mode right now, bro. Like, shout out to him. He looks sickly.
Mr. Burns.
Bro, I know, right? Like, he is so awesome. I'm not going to downplay what he's done as a player, as a coach, as an analyst, whatever you want to. But what he's done for, he's the first black head coach to ever win a Super Bowl.
Cool. Yeah.
Like, he's in the books.
Yeah.
And, like, I think he just can't get away from the game. He's retired now. You know what I mean? Good for him. He's old in a motherfucker.
Offensive tackle Josh Ninjman announced his retirement at age 30, and also Bryce Huff announced his retirement after 6 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, that substation, he was like, it did it to me. Bryce Huff was like, listen, you know what? I'm surprised Bryce Huff didn't just go and be rotational in Tennessee. Like, Saleh would just bring him around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's crazy.
You know what? I've seen it happen even for some other Niners. I think his name was Bruce. What was his name, bro? He was a linebacker, a white boy. He hit hard too. And like his first year, he killed it at like triple-digit tackles, some shit like crazy. Yeah. Second year, going into the year, he just up and retired because the doctor said, he had one too many concussions that he might need to really consider this, and he didn't play with his life.
Mm. Well, the Broncos are the only team in the NFL yet to sign an external free agent.
They got a good ass team.
Yeah, they got that. Well, as for hey, kiddo, you want to hit that?
He thought it was. Hey, it don't matter if it's good or bad or whatever. You try to downplay any of your division rivals. I love your consistency.
Yup. I thought Chase was in the building.
So stupid. Look, they didn't even sign anyone. Stupid Broncos.
Donkeys,
they got a good ass team.
They're donkeys.
They actually have the number 1 seeded team. It happened.
Yeah. Well, as kid is there, can you hit that trade rumor? Actually, rumor drop. The rumor. Los Angeles Rams, they're monitoring the A.J. Brown status.
See, this one's really freaking annoying because they're just so good at what they do. Like, they're the Hollywood Rams. What is Hollywood filled with? Stars. You know what I mean?
And they just want to add them more
A.J.
stuff.
Brown, God damn it. No! Love it for our Staffords.
Oh, yeah, for sure, right?
Hate it for our 49ers. Lee, you should hate this too. You're always going to be in the shadow of them. You're just the other LA team.
I know. We're just what they say. We're just a tenant.
That's what they say? That's cold.
No, well.
I think Justin Herbert could beat up Stafford in a fight. I don't know if anyone could beat up Jim Harbaugh, though. That's the thing. Jim Harbaugh will get in there and start stabbing fools, bro. He wears Dickies.
Man, for that man's age, man, he sure does do a lot of
shit. Jim Harbaugh is smooth getting. Jim Harbaugh is yelling at the person in the Starbucks drive-thru like he's a savage.
Well,
I said half and half. You know what I mean? He's in there going crazy.
With all the drama going on with Mad Max Crosby, Mad Max put a thing on social media and says, "I'm a Raider." He ain't going anywhere. They're not trading him.
Clip it. Clip Lee yelling, "He's a Raider."
God, we got it.
Hey, no, man.
Diabolical.
It's going to be a fun year, man. That division is going to be fun now. But, all their additions, this is going to be fun, too. But
what do you think of this, kidda? What do you think of this whole Max Crosby situation?
It's pretty scandalous. Looks like the Raiders aren't gonna lose out on a lot. I guess they're gonna retain Max Crosby, and then they were able to afford all the players that they signed. It's the Ravens that really fucked up. That's
the Ravens.
The Ravens are kind of diabolical here, huh?
They just gave the Raiders like all sorts of ammunition to do all their trades, and
and then they took it away
And
in
get
one
them
fell
done,
swoop.
and it's just like, what the fuck? or the
And
AFC
then they went and
West,
got
man,
Trey
the
Hendrickson for
Chargers
dummy
real
ass
quick.
Yeah,
shit.
and you know Trey Hendrickson was in the building when Max Crosby was there
Oh wow, what a coincidence!
because they wanted
you
to
know
pair
what?
Max Crosby with Trey Hendrickson.
Hey, you know what? Max Crosby, this is how they knew there was something wrong with Max Crosby, because normally Max Crosby would have just fought. He would have just fought him right there. You know, Max Crosby trains MMA with a bunch of them UFC fighters out there in Vegas and shit. Right? He got some moves, but then the Ravens were like, he didn't attack him.
Yes, sir.
He's
Well,
hurt.
the Kansas
And the
City
Ravens, they royally screwed that up for the Raiders moving forward. Like they just ruined their big trade piece as far as value goes. Like now everyone's like, look, I'll take Max for one first. You know what I mean?
But also coming out, there's a lot of GMs now that are shying away from that want to deal with the Ravens because of this.
That's what I just said. Mm-hmm. And look at that's crooked for the Ravens. See, that's what happens when you have. First of all, you know who started the GM, who was the first GM for the longtime GM for that organization was Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah,
he basically stole that whole fucking draft board and he took all the staff, but Saban and Bill Belichick. He took all that and went to the Ravens when they canned the Browns initially. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Right? So then here goes, and look at, so this is an organization kind of built on the shady shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Well, as for Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs, Chargers, and the Patriots are the teams that are interested, along with the Commanders.
For who's this?
For Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. And I have you guys as the landing spot eventually, because it's going to be like I feel like this is going to be like an October signing.
Yeah. Now,
because here's the thing, this is what hurts Tyreek Hill. All those teams on that list, like the Chiefs, probably gonna draft somebody, right? They're not fucking around anymore. It's reset time. They're smart over there. You know what I mean? Like they paid a running back, so they're like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, look at what they've been doing with running backs before that. They're getting all these late round guys, undrafted free agents, because they learned they got bit in the ass with the Clyde Edwards-Helaire thing, taking him in the first round. You know what I mean? After that, they had success with Damian Williams. They had success with fucking
Trent McDuffie.
Whoever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? 7th round guy. It did not fucking matter. Who did they brought in the guy for the night? Jarek McKinnon. Yeah. It didn't fucking matter. So now them getting Ken Walker, I feel like I don't think they're satisfied with just Rice. They didn't bring. I mean, I think they're retaining Thornton. I think. Not even sure about that.
Yeah, they
so
did.
Really don't have nobody.
They did.
They did. Okay. See, wow. Bravo. So that actually hurts Tyreek Hill. They got a youngster with actual speed who's probably as fast as Tyreek Hill in this stage of Tyreek's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as for the Raiders, they're expected to show interest in Kirk Cousins.
Hey, who the fuck was I talking to yesterday? Oh, I was talking to my Cuzzo. You know, being Nose, the one. He's the Raider fan. He was in the 32 with us. Anyways,
Mendoza,
I was telling him I could totally, because look at this. Look at this. Kubiak's system is like a mirror system of the Shanahan lineage, you know, because like Kyle, you know what I mean? He learned from Gary Kubiak and Mike Shanahan, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously Clint Kubiak is Gary Kubiak's son, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, and you know who played with Stefanski for hella long? Who's the Gary Kubiak disciple? Kirk Cousins. You know what I mean? So like that makes total sense.
Yeah. Because
you do got a rookie, and now with Max Crosby staying there, you have to go for it now.
Shout out to Derek and PB&J.
What up, fellas? But see, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What up, PB&J? Shout out to my man Derek too. But you see, this is what I'm saying though. Like with the Max Crosby thing, if you got him there, and now no one will trade for him. You bringing in Kirk Cousins is a nice preemptive move to be like, okay, let's try to hit the ground running, because we're already going to draft our QB for the future, and like, you know what? If it ain't working out, or if and when they're like 1-5 or something, they'll just be like, you know what, Cousins, you know, we're just going to see what we got with the kid already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Marquise Brown wants a reunion with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore.
That'd be a great spot. because I'm not a Zay Flowers guy.
Yeah.
And like Hollywood Brown, though, he is getting there up in age where, and that's another guy too. When he was in his prime, or well, not in his prime, but when he was like relevant, Kyler Murray was the one throwing him the ball. He only had really one good year with Lamar Jackson. That was and that was his rookie year. That was the 2019 year where in Hollywood, that was his best year to me. That he was connected to the MVP that year. You know what I mean?
It's true. Now, Romeo Dubs is expected to take the place of the Romeo Diggs role of Stephon Diggs role in New England. But New England also hasn't ruled out Stephon Diggs returning, possibly.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Look at what Romeo got paid. That's their guy. If they bring in Diggs, it's on a 1 year, like, give a fuck about you deal.
Yeah, a veteran mid. Yeah.
This is a fact. And Diggs could be a guy who doesn't sign anywhere until like literally like after training camp or some shit like that. Because
hoping someone gets hurt or something like that. Yeah.
No, that's not that. Veteran. This is why Aaron Rodgers hasn't said anything yet either. Bro, they don't want to go to no fucking training camp, mini camps, and OTAs. They don't want to do none of that shit.
There.
They're OGs, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now,
and like, if they don't show up, it looks bad as an OG for the youngsters. So they just wait till after that shit. Then they show up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now, as for the Cardinals' edge, Josh Sweat, he requested a trade. The teams interested are the Packers and the Eagles.
If he goes to the Packers, that's nasty. Because Jonathan Gannon's there now.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon had him balling in the Eagles. Then he traded for him from the Eagles to bring him over to the Cardinals when he was the head coach. That was last year's acquisition. He killed it over there last year again. And now he's like, yo, trade me back to Gannon. I fuck with it, actually.
Well, I know we talked about it last week, but BTJR is still in the news, and he's available for a second-round pick. They have not said that they're still floating his name out there, but they're looking for available for a second-round pick.
I've been on hold. I got on my second phone. I'm on hold still right now.
Well, we're still waiting on that Brandon Ayuk release, which will be as opposed June 1st release, and the Commanders.
How do you feel about BTJ?
I like that. I want the Jets to go out there and use a second on him right now.
Right now, right?
Go out there and get him. Damn it.
Garrett Wilson and BTJ would be nasty for whoever. I don't give a fuck if it is Geno. That's just nasty.
I was talking out with Ty Mayberry. He said he'd send a second-round pick for him, too, for the Chargers.
That's why I was asking you. What do you feel about him?
I would.
If you didn't like him.
No, I would.
The moment you signed him, you would definitely like be on him. You know?
No, I'm being honest. I would. That would be nice.
Come on, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, it would be. And
Trevor Lawrence
he was
Harbaugh's
favorite wide receiver in the draft when he came out too.
You know what's kind of crazy is like I think Trevor Lawrence makes a career out of making mediocre guys look better than they are, and then when he has actual good players, he can't do shit with them. So it's like they're like it's weird. BTJ's too good. We got to get rid of him.
Well, speaking of speaking of the team that you're representing,
Jacoby Myers, then let's pay him. No disrespect to Jacoby, but he has number 2 written all over him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, speaking about your team, Bogey, the San Francisco 49ers are seeking a astronomical deal for Mac Jones.
What does that mean, Bogey?
I don't know. I mean, actually, you want to know? I think I do know what it means because. And I'm gonna speak from.
It's a high price.
Hold on. Let me get astrological real quick. I am a Sagittarius. So is Shanahan. He's actually exactly 2 weeks. He's December 13th, if I remember correctly. So he's exactly 13 days after me, right? And I tend to feel like we think a lot the same, and we definitely have PTSD from shit that has fucked us up. Like we don't forget. So I feel like him getting injuries to a lot of his star skill guys, he don't want to come off of Mac Jones unless it's worth like then whatever he feels comfortable to live in fear for. So it's like, all right, give me a second round for Mac Jones, y'all, because then I'm okay living in fear of Brock getting hurt. You know what I mean? Like otherwise, like listen, Mac Jones started 8 games last year. This is insane.
He did. Yeah.
Like that's a fat sample size, and with his coaching thumbprint all over the league, there's so many potential landing spots because now all of a sudden he's shown to be worth a damn in that system, and hella people that came from that tree are everywhere. So,
Yeah.
and they held the price. It's almost like they held him for the price up to hold him for ransom until all the spots get filled up, and now it's starting to get narrowed down. Like it's really only the Jets that I still feel.
And
Like, I don't
Pittsburgh.
think Geno is like a savior. I mean, shit, it's like, oh, it's just a cool story that he's coming back to where it all started. Maybe
It's like the Jets in Pittsburgh.
The Jets in Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Well, Lamar Jackson's contract.
Pittsburgh will be dope to throw at Pittman and DK. I would love that for Mac Jones.
Well, Lamar Jackson's extension came as new contract details came out this morning. Lamar restructured his deal. He freed up. He gets a $49 million signing bonus, $1.3 million base salary, $750K workout bonus, and his cap drops from 74 to 39.39 million. So they made about 40 million cap space.
So can you explain all that to me? I am stupid.
They restructured the
I don't
contract.
get what they just did. I'm like,
Yeah, they just restructured it, made it to like a base salary.
oh, they restructured him. Oh, that's all you gotta say.
Restructured. So he has a base salary of 1.3 million.
700. Why are they fucking his money up? Oh, he just restructured. That's fine.
He just
He's still getting all the same.
They
He's still
deferred
getting all
all
the
of
same
it.
money.
Yeah,
He's
they
getting
just paid him.
cash over cap.
Yep.
Yes.
And Trey Hendrickson's deal is 4 years, $112 million, up to $120 million, and 60 of it's guaranteed. But if he reaches certain incentives, as in sacks, like if he reaches
$60 million is guaranteed.
if he hits 8 sacks, he gets $500,000. If he hits
Hey, look at this. That's
12
more.
more, he gets another $500,000.
His guarantees for his contract. So he basically is going to play for 2 years because that 4 years is fugazi. But he's going to get his full 60. Right?
Those aren't huge.
They're signing Daniil Hunter for 1 year, 40 a wop, fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
Make an extra 500,000 on my 40.
Yeah, 500,000 he gets for every increment from 8 sacks to 12 to 16 to 20. He possibly can get 500,000 for each going up.
I'm hoping that it helps Mike Green develop into a dominant pass rusher.
Don't you draft him?
I already took him.
Oh, you did, damn it.
Well, Cam Hayward and the Steelers reached a 1-year, $32 million extension.
Who that? Oh, Cam.
Cam Hayward, yeah.
Good shit. Shout out to the old man.
And the Bengals and offensive tackle Orlando Brown Jr. reached a 2-year extension through 2028. And Landon Dickerson has a revised 2-year deal for $36 million. Danny Dumbass, he got 2 years, $88 million, and it can be up to $100 million.
That's wild.
That dude's made about $300 million now in his career.
Wow. Good.
Yeah. And
good timing.
Yeah. And the Packers gave defensive tackle Javon Hargrave 2 years, $23 million. The Buccaneers gave Javon Hargrave.
I know we've talked about the incentives, but can we do you have that information? Can we hear that information? How does he get the $100 million?
I think it's I think one is a workout how many games he plays. It's a structured contract where the amount of games he plays, he can reach certain.
So their out is to tell the offensive lineman to say, "Hey, stop blocking and let them get destroyed." And then they'll be able to back out of their contract, man. Watch out, dumbass.
Yeah.
It sounds good on paper, but the $100 million, you're gonna have to earn that thing. Otherwise, what? It's $60 million guaranteed.
Yeah, 60
That's
million
so
guaranteed. Yeah, they gave him quite a bit. Yeah.
That's so nice.
They
Can't
say
imagine
he's
how
gonna,
big my
and
smile is.
they say,
That's 60.
and they said, dumbass will be ready for the start of the season. So
Yeah, he'll be. Unless he has setbacks, I guess setbacks can occur. It's not.
yeah. Well, look, the Cardinals gave James Conner a revised 1-year, $3 million deal.
Yeah, that's chunk change too. So I'm
Exactly.
glad that because like that's damn near the minimum for his longevity. Every year
Exactly.
that you play, the veteran minimum goes up.
Who's
So
that, James Conner?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got a 1-year, $3 million deal. Yep,
yeah,
revised.
that's
Where's
probably,
he at?
that might
In
be like
Arizona.
the minimum for him.
That's fucking annoying. They retained him.
Yep,
Yeah.
retained him for 1
Oh,
year.
but they did bring in Algier. They
Algier
brought
is
in Algier. So
Yeah.
I still feel like it's going to be Algier.
it's
Yep.
Algier.
It's
He's
the new regime. It's still a new
Conner.
regime. You know what, though? Shout out to James Conner because his story is fucking incredible. You know what I mean? He still
Yeah.
keeps going. His whole career started off being a hometown kid. He beat cancer. And he got on the field and when Lev Bell was doing all that bullshit, he held up for the year. And then James Conner just exploded onto the scene. Shout out to my man, James Conner, bro.
Yep. Now, as for the Bengals, they signed Jonathan Allen for 2 years. The Falcons this morning signed outside linebacker Arnold Ibuke for 1 year, $7.3 million.
Ooh, that's a Mecca's brother?
Yes, I believe so. I think it is, yeah. And the Steelers signed Jaquan.
Hold on. So we got Emeka Ibuka, right? But then his brother is Arnold.
No, this is a different. It's Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, when I asked you, you said yeah.
No, it's not Ibuke. No. No.
Hey, you just be agreeing and shit. You gotta be careful with that because once I catch on, I'm gonna have you agreeing to all kind of crazy shit.
Now, I know we talked. The Steelers picked up safety Jaquan Brisker for 1 year, $5.5 million.
Nice landing spot.
Now,
Love that spot for him.
Now, as for free agency signings and re-signings, the Patriots signed linebacker KJ Britt for a year.
KJ.
The Dolphins picked up Joshua Uche for a year, who was with the Patriots, I believe, last year.
Yep.
And I believe the Browns picked up tight end Jack Stoll for a year. The Texans picked up
Uche had a little run. He had a little run there a couple years ago before the new regime came in.
And the Texans picked up tight end Foster Morneau.
Man, he's still playing.
And
Who's that?
Foster Morneau, who had the lymphoma.
Oh yeah, the island of Dr. Foster Moreau.
Yeah,
was he just playing for the Saints or did he?
Yeah, he was playing for the Saints.
Shout out to the Saints because when he was there last, he was fighting cancer. So they signed him back so they can make sure his medicals was straight, bro.
Yep.
And then he beat the cancer, and now he's back. Look at him. Shout out to the island of Dr. Foster Moreau.
And
I love stories like that, man.
Yeah.
Survive, B.
And Gang Green's team picked up linebacker Michael Walker for a year. And,
Who Gang Green? Interesting.
Walker.
Interesting. You remember Michael Walker?
He hasn't really been playing
like 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, he balled out of nowhere.
Yeah, has he been playing? Has anybody been starting?
So.
I don't think he has, to be honest with you.
It was like he balled on the Falcons, and now it's the last. And then he went.
Special
last
team,
year,
probably.
last year or the year before that, he was with the Steelers. That's where he was at.
And one of Bogey's truthers, C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
We got the perfect. We're in perfect position to grab a linebacker here. I think we do that.
Now, speaking of your team, Gang Green,
there's a couple.
Your team, the Jets and the Cardinals, are the teams that are rumored to tank for Arch Manning.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
just not sold on Arch Manning being even all the hype yet. I got to see more.
Now, Bogey, what's your thoughts about C.J. Gardner over with the Bills now for a year?
I mean, it's kind of what they do over there. They get veterans at that safety position specifically. When they drafted Cole Bishop a couple years ago, that was badass because that was the first time they did that in a while. Because they always would do like the Micah fucking, what was his name? A Poyer. What was his name?
Yeah, and then they had who was it?
Then they They did have the youngster that had the heart thing. What was it, DeMar Hamlin? But yeah, they usually bring in veterans there, so this is just kind of par for the course. I mean, last year, who was the veteran they brought in?
Yeah.
The buddy from the Rams. 2 years ago, they brought him in. Somebody help me out here. What's his name?
Oh, God damn.
He was good too. Trap? No.
Oh God, the names hit me too.
Damn, he has like a 4-letter last name. It's just gonna drive me crazy. It was. What was his name? I had him on like
begin with a T.
Yeah, it's something with a T.
Was it not Tap? Not Tap. It'll come to me. Well, Derek's Cowboys signed Kobe Durant for a year this morning.
Durant.
Kobe Durant, yeah. Now the Seahawks signed Josh Jones for a year and Emmanuel Wilson for 1 year, $2.1 million.
You know what that tells me? That like they're banking on Sharps to come back quick and fast. Or if they don't address anything else. Or they draft someone.
I'm trying to think. Didn't Seattle have a player last year that was like a third stringer? I forget his name.
Haloni. His name was Haloni.
Yeah, Haloni. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, we know about the Panthers signed John Mechie, and they also re-signed Isaiah Simmons.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Chris Rodriguez went to the Jaguars. Running back.
This is interesting right here.
Yeah.
Because whatever you think about Chris Rodriguez in the league, when I think of him, he has had some breakaway plays. But what's crazy is like it was brought to my attention that he played in college with Liam Cohen and had like 1,400 yards or some shit like that. You know?
Bogey, Johnny Mitten said Trevarius White.
No, that's a corner. I'm trying to think of their fucking. They had a safety. Thank you, though, Johnny. But they had a safety that they brought over from the Rams at one point. Tre'Davious White got sent to the Rams from Buffalo at one point, so maybe that's where he got. Maybe I might have confused him. But it wasn't Hall or Huff or is it someone Trout? No. Damn.
Well,
sorry, I had to break away for a minute.
That's all good.
Well,
do you remember the safety that played alongside DeMar Hamlin, and then before they drafted Cole Bishop, he at Buffalo?
Oh, yeah. I think
Rams.
Johnny. He went to the Rams after. It was Taylor Rapp. He went
Taylor
to
Rapp. There you go. He was something with a T. And you know what's funny? I go, Trap. I go, is it Trap? I go, oh, no, that's not a name. And then Lee goes, it's something with a T. And I go, it is. Taylor Rapp. In my mind, I said Trap.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed.
That's who it was. Okay,
He really showed a little flash.
It was killing me that I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
It was. It's really the over there in Buffalo was the older guy, the safety.
Poyer.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. And he balled out till I don't know if he's playing anymore, but
yeah, well, because we were referring to them signing CJ GJ. This is just what they do. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
They bring in veterans and like.
I don't know why that. Remember that signing? They jumped. That was like such a fucking reach for him. I thought. I don't think he was that good.
For Bishop?
CJ.
Oh, CJ GJ. I mean, you know what's crazy is like, I mean, like he played well.
No, you talking about
he played
Gardner Johnson?
Well in spots. He's not a consistently good player.
CJ Gardner Johnson in college was amazing. So I knew that he was going to be a pretty good player. It was the running back. Remember CJ? What was his name?
CJ 2K?
No, maybe I'm getting his name wrong.
CJ Anderson?
Maybe CJ Anderson. Is that his name?
Yeah, he was the Kubiak running back. Once Kubiak got to the Broncos, that was one of the first things they did in the draft. They drafted.
No, for the Bills though. There's the Bills running back in the day that I think
CJ Spiller.
It was Spiller. There you go.
Oh, Spiller, yeah.
And Freddie Jackson. And Fred Jackson. Freddie Jackson.
Yeah, they already had Fred Jackson, who was a true 3-down back, and then freaking they tried to throw CJ Spiller in there, and he was trash. I think he had like 2.
Yeah, he really was. No, I remember this. And you know who
He
was
had
slinging
like
it? It was the Magic
3 good
Man.
weeks in his whole career.
Yeah. Well, the
And
New
the
York
Magic
Giants,
Man was slinging. Oh, and he had Stevie Johnson. Remember
Stevie Johnson?
He was badass.
Now,
But I think that's more because whoever we've come to find out that whoever the Magic Man chooses to put the magic on, they ball out during that time period. You know what I mean? We have a long list of names that because Fitzmagic has been everywhere.
well, the Giants re-signed Evan O'Neal, and they also signed wide receiver Calvin Austin for a year.
Oh.
And as we know, the news.
Yeah, and I almost took Calvin Austin. I took the rookie pick because I was like, because I thought we were still in the third round. Oh.
And we know the news came out last night that Kyler Murray signed a 1-year deal, and Aaron Jones got a revised deal back to go to Minnesota. Yes, sir. And the Commanders signed Chigakonkwe for 3 years,
That's a good
and
signing.
Rashard White for a year.
Yeah.
That's a good signing too, because I think Bill's okay now. Because Bill cannot catch the ball. And I don't know if this is just like because they never target him, but they don't target him at all. Mm-hmm. So like Rashard White being in there and for on a team he could pass pro too. Like he's one of the better pass pros at running back. Maybe it's a lot to do with his size because Rashard White's not a small back, but he's terrible between the tackles. So and enter Krosky, who's good as a runner between the tackles, outside stretch zones. He had some big plays in every facet last year outside of the passing game because zero contribution to the passing game.
Now, as for your 49ers, Bogey, they signed Jake Tongas to a 2-year contract.
Let's go.
And they also picked up Trey Greenlaw for $7.5 million for a year.
Come back home.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, because you know why? We got because we're an old team. I wanted us to go young. I guess when they bring in Mike Evans, you know what? We need to be old then, I guess. CMC, old. Mike Evans, old. Bring back Debo and Greenlaw. Fuck it.
You know, and your 49ers picked up a defensive tackle in a trade with the.
How old is he?
I
think he's about Iggy or whatever his name is.
He is for you.
Is he? Is he? I forgot to figure out a nickname because he's part of the gang now. He came over for the boys.
What is it called? OD? OG is all. He's OD. I can't pronounce his last name. OD.
Yeah. OG Zizzy or something. Weekend Jiggy or something like that.
Okay, he is 5 years. He's 27 years old.
He's not old enough.
Well, yeah.
Y'all need to be all 30 plus.
Y'all give up a 3rd-round pick for him too, so
yeah. That's pretty significant. Yeah, I actually love it.
Yeah,
I actually love that pickup because here's the thing, man. We tried to draft in that spot twice last year, like you know what I mean, and then the year before that we're bringing in the Hargraves of the world, and you know what I mean, like you know what I mean. So yeah. I do like this actually quite a bit.
And the Cowboys and the Titans had a trade. The Titans received defensive lineman Solomon Thomas and a 7th-round pick. And the Cowboys received just a 7th-round pick. So
it's a system guy. I mean, Solomon Thomas, he was drafted to the Niners back in 2017 by like that's super. Just like get you in here and teach these other guys around you.
Now, teams that freed up did restructures. The Lions restructured Jared Goff's contract and created $32 million in cap space. The Falcons did Jake Matthews restructure, created $10.5. The Vikings did over Justin Jefferson and Christian Darrisaw's contract and made $27.2 million cap space. And we know the Ravens made about 40 with Lamar's. The Bills did Josh Allen's and they created 40 million in cap space.
And they might pay Addison now.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah.
You got $1 million Murray on a prove-it deal plus a JJ in the back pocket on a rookie deal. And then they didn't pick up the 4th-year option for Addison, but they might give him an extension. They might extend him maybe 2 years on top of this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the Cowboys.
Or a 3-year extension, so it'd be like 4 years because you're including 4 years last year.
Exactly. Now the Cowboys freed up 8.8 in Kenny Clark's restructure. The Panthers made about $13.5 million in cap space. And the Giants cleared up 15.1 in cap space by converting Brian Burns into a they made 15 million signing bonus.
You should feel confident giving him whatever he owed this season just up front without
For
even
sure.
having the game.
Now, as for some, the Rams are, Florida defensive tackle Caleb Banks broke his foot at the combine and is out until June/July. So he's going to slide in the draft, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I saw that.
Yeah, and Mekhi Lemon, he ran a 4.4740, and the Rams have him on the radar for the pick 13.
I hate you, Rams.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
4.7 doesn't sound impressive, but it's right there where you need to be in order to be hanging on. Like
the Rams are at 13, 14. Where they at?
you don't
13,
have to be a super fast wide receiver.
There goes that number again.
With Lemon, I think he's the crispiest route runner and some nice hands.
He's like a slot guy predominantly, right?
Now the Broncos and the Cowboys will be hosting.
No, hold on, Lee. He's like a slot guy predominantly, right?
I believe so.
Lemon?
Mekhi Lemon, yeah.
Well, because like that totally fits like what because if you could have that Cooper Kupp-esque, Devontae Adams-esque guy that you could actually have in the slot a lot as well to move around as a piece too, even on the perimeter. If Lemon's that guy, that totally makes sense because Puka is like the super dominant outside presence that you can move around inside and out too as well. Pause. But then, and all your McVay's type, it's all interchangeable. So I do like the Lemon landing spot there.
Yeah. Well, the Broncos and the Cowboys are going to host Indiana wide receiver Amari Cooper Jr. for visits for the draft. So,
hold on, Amari Cooper got a son?
His name is Amari Cooper Jr.
It
could be. I don't know if it's his son. I don't know, but hey, who knows? Right?
It's not.
No, it's not. Now, as for Clemson quarterback Avarian Terrell is dealing with a minor hamstring injury, and he's going to hold private workouts scheduled for March 30th for teams because he's not going to be able to do his pro day.
When they show up, it's going to be a room. He's going to close the door and then play film.
Yes, sir. Now, for some injury notes, Jahard Campbell has a shoulder injury and is expected to miss most of the offseason. But he should be ready.
That sucks a lot for that kid.
Yeah.
That's the kid from the Eagles. He's going to be a sophomore. Yeah. And now, Nakobe Dean's absence is supposed to be his his benefit right here. And that's kind of bad.
Yeah. Now, as for some miscellaneous notes, the Saints head coach Kellen Moore, he declined to comment on Alvin Kamara's retirement rumors and said I'm not going to be going there right now.
Because it's not his fucking business.
Exactly. Now, as for the Kansas City Chiefs, their players are recruiting Cam Jordan to Kansas City. That's who they'd like to come on over.
That would be a great signing.
Yeah.
I mean, Karloftis is like he had some flashes, but
he's pretty.
You can get Chris Jones in the middle, instead of moving him around everywhere, just keep him in the middle because now you have Cam Jordan on the other side, who would be very grateful actually because he spent his whole entire career with the Saints just staying true. You know what I mean? And he could actually go somewhere where it's not an uncommon thought. People that think that's a place you can go chase the ring. You know what I mean?
Now with Kyler Murray over there, they also said Jacoby Brissett has not yet been told what his status is in Arizona. So
yeah, which is the stark contrast from what us on this show reported on Tuesday, where that they made him aware that he was going to be the starter. So when I saw that news yesterday, I just grabbed Gardner Minshew in that startup we're doing in real time. I was like, fuck it, Gardner. Just in case.
And that's all the news I have today, folks.
Where would be a good landing spot for Brissett if they do find a
No. He's still there contractually. It's just whether he's going to be the starter. With this new regime. You know what I mean?
Well, there's no way Minshew's going to win over.
There's no way. Either.
There's no
Would your
way.
Jets be interested?
I mean, the players are going to
say so.
The players are going to vouch for
Geno
Brissett.
Smith, are you kidding me? They're definitely trying to take.
The players will vouch for Brissett. They'll be like, listen.
Brissett finds a way to win. Geno Smith, he had a nice run, I guess, when he first got to the Raiders.
That's the guy they want if they want to tank. That's why they brought Geno back.
Geno's here to lose. Kid is like, let's go, let's lose.
Yeah, that's okay for me. I'm all right with it. it's Geno Smith, and it's a nice story if he is somewhat successful, and if we can build
That's a
around
cool
Geno,
story.
that means that we
For
are
real.
ready to win. I don't think we're ready to win, so
And that's another guy who fell victim to the Magic Man.
yeah.
You can't outdo the Magic.
Geno Smith is already
took his job,
proven
it was
that in a system where he doesn't have to be anything more than a mediocre quarterback, he could lead a team to a few victories. I don't think it's going to happen, but he's at least flashed that ability. And
you know what I love this for? I love this for Breece Hall.
well, we got Papa Guru in the building. What's
Papa
up?
Goo.
Papa Goo!
What's
Yeah.
going on?
What a do,
Hey.
Papa Goo!
Happy Friday to you, Papa Goo.
Yeah, I just thought about y'all. I said, let me check them. Maybe they doing something.
Yeah,
today.
come on. You already know. You already know. You got the keys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You can
What's
always
up,
show
Papa
up.
G?
Yeah. So let's get your thought now that you're here. Let's get some thoughts here. So what you like so far in this free agency?
Oh, I'm pretty happy with what the Saints have been doing. They signed ATN. They got that real good guard from Buffalo. They considered him probably the second best.
Yeah, I was
guard
upset
available.
about that. I would have loved my Niners to look at him.
Oh, I think that's going to be a big help. And then we signed a guy that's a good punter. I forgot where he was coming from. But a good
No, you
punter.
don't want to. You don't want to be excited for punting now.
Well, I mean, our punter sucked last year. Big issue. Our punter in damn the Texans. We got. I don't know what Mickey Loomis is doing, but man, he's I don't know how he got the Texans to actually trade for our punter, and we didn't really get anything for him. We got a 6th round pick for a 7th round pick in 2028, and then gave them this punter. This punter was so bad last year. He averaged 39 yards a punt. It's like a goddamn high school.
Who was that? Groupie?
No, not Groupie. I don't even know his name. He's
And
so
you're-
bad.
and
I
you're
tried to get him
saying-
out of my head.
You're saying
we
right
wouldn't
now
know his
Houston
name
went
'cause he's
out
not
and
memorable.
grabbed him from you?
The what?
Actually went out, and you're saying Houston traded for him?
Yes, they traded for him.
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
love
what
it.
are they seeing this guy?
Yeah, that's a decent regime talent wise. They scout pretty good players. Maybe
unless
they
there
know
was
something that we
wrong
know.
that they think they can figure it out.
Did they
But I
have
mean,
an
can you
even worse
imagine
punter?
an
Maybe
for a
their punter
punter,
was
Neil.
worse.
NFL punter averaged 39 yards a punt? That's like a good high school.
I could punt better than that.
I mean,
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see that
Who
in
even
Vegas.
trades for a punter?
The guy-
Bring it
the
on.
guy
I'll
that
take
we-
it on. I'll use my soccer foot. I can give a quick pick in the ass.
the guy
That's
that
like
we-
admitting
Is
that
that
guy
your
is
surgically
a
repaired
good
ankle
punter.
foot?
Huh?
the guy that the
Is that
punter
your
that we
surgically
signed-
repaired ankle foot?
No. Right. I'm a right.
Okay, all right.
When I kick,
I'll
I
allow
kick
it
right.
then.
When I kick ass, I kick with my right.
The punter that we signed averaged last year but close to 50 yards, like 48, 49 yards a punt. And he was real good inside the 20 too. So I don't know what the Texans were thinking. Why I didn't think we could have given that guy away.
Yeah.
But no, we got ATN and we got that guard. So
That ETN signing was nice.
But I still, if Love is available, I still hope the Saints draft him. Because to me, you can't have too many running backs because they always seems like one of them always ends up getting hurt. So,
That's a lot of draft capital on the running back. There's going to be a nice guard or tackle available right there. You think that would be more useful, or especially considering that they just
I don't know. Love, everybody that acts like they all these so-called experts act like Love might be the most talented guy in the draft.
Are we still?
If Mel Kiper said it, then it's over.
What's the other guy that you guys have? Is he? I know he's a injury.
Neil.
Freaking
All right. Right now, coming out,
we
the
got
Rams are the
Kendrick
front runners for
Miller.
AJ Brown.
We got that Kendrick Miller. That must be who you're thinking of. And then we had this guy.
Yeah.
What's his name last year? He didn't.
Neil.
Neil.
No, this other guy, Anime or something.
Oh
And this
yeah,
guy-
originally from the Jets.
They
This
got
guy,
him
he
from
didn't get many
SMA.
chances, but man, he made some runs last year. That one.
Yeah, he's a bulldozing type of like
Oh, I mean, the
Jerome
effort that he
Bettis.
put out.
but
he
not
broke.
as good.
He broke, and
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
he was
trying to
originally
be
on the
ugly.
Jets, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
listen to what I'm going to say. I'm not trying to be ugly to Kamara, but that guy last year on about 3 or 4 runs broke more tackles than Kamara's broken in the last 2 years.
I think Kamara too. We see a lot of unenthused.
Oh,
Kamara.
Estime
Oh,
was
exactly.
on
I
Denver, by
think
the way,
part of
huh?
his
There you go,
ignited
Estime.
necessarily.
Estime.
I'm not going to say
Estime was the one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Kamara's necessarily washed up, but it just looked to me like the last year or two.
Unenthused.
Yeah, his
Right.
effort level was just
You
not
don't give
there.
a fuck being there.
Right.
That's why I think it would be awesome if Sean, like, I would hate it for our RJ Harvey shares, but like, and I mean, and they already re-signed JK, but like, I think he would like to be with Sean Payton again, you know what I mean? But then maybe, we'd see
Now, if
spark
the
here.
Saints are good this year, maybe then Kamara will have more
There you go.
his enthusiasm.
I mean, they are paying a shitload of money to ETN. I have no idea what they're gonna do with Kamara now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rumors are he's not sticking around in New
I have
York.
no way to know this, but if I mean, just my gut feeling is Kamara's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're-
I'm with you. Like, I think they might even do him a solid and be like, we're gonna release you, and then they pay him in the dead.
That's why if Love is available, I got to take him at 8. I don't think he's going to be there, but if he is, I would.
I don't know. You don't pay $30 million to ETN, a hometown kid.
Yeah, but they can still. You can use 2 running backs. I mean, Love.
But here's the problem with
I
using
mean-
ETN at not a 3-down back. He sucks. If you give him 25 touches,
he's like a 15 to 18 touch like individual for sure.
dude, yeah, when he only gets 15 to
Okay.
18 touches, he's not that good.
Well,
But
if they do that, then don't do. Then he
Yeah,
better
but
not get
that's
hurt.
they
like-
need to
Then
get
I'm
him
gonna be
20 to
upset with
25.
If ATN gets hurt, I'm going to be blasted.
He's not built to get hurt though. He's pretty bulky. He's a nice built.
I do like that Tyler Shook. We got a threat of Shook's legs too. So that is just like how Trevor Lawrence had the threat with his legs, and it definitely opens it up for running lanes for the running back. So I do like ETN a great deal here on a team that's going to try to compete. So you know what I mean, like, and let's be honest too. Like if ETN ain't getting targeted, then we just don't want him at all. Because
True, yeah.
he
Well,
is
they
the
have to
fastest in
get
the
all the
passing
way.
game.
Bogey,
Oh.
my friend that Spencer's old
Not the
mentor.
greatest red zone guy either. ETN.
Bogey,
What's up? What's up, Pops?
my friend Spencer's old mentor, this old sports writer guy that Spencer that kind of was like his
Yeah, I know
mentor
you're talking about.
that kinda got him in. He's got this saying right now for the draft. He says this. It's kind of funny. Ohio State at 8 is great because he wants
so
to-
many
he
Ohio
wants
State
the
players you
Saints
wanna
to
take.
take one of those Ohio State guys, whether it's Styles or the receiver or the who's the other one, but they're not going to get him. Reese, that guy's going to go nowhere.
Yeah, he's
Hey
going
man,
to-
what about the tight end? If you're gonna go skill, what about the Oregon kid?
Oh, and then the other one, Ohio State, that is he goes in. That is the safety,
yeah, he's going to the Giants.
the safety. Damn,
Oh, you're talking about
Caleb
Sonny?
Downs.
Caleb
Oh,
Downs.
Downs.
You-
Didn't he get hurt?
Those
No,
are all
it's-
Ohio State guys.
Did he get?
No, Banks is the one that got hurt.
Oh, Banks is the one that got hurt.
So he's just taking Ohio State guy because Ohio State has treated the Saints good over the years. And he's big on that. Like, he's like, don't draft a guy from Michigan. Don't draft a guy because he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
we've never had a guy from that college that ever did anything for us.
I mean, Olave was Mike Thomas. Who else? Was Mike Thomas Ohio State?
I think so.
I'm trying to think who else in recent history you guys had from Ohio.
Ohio State's just got a pretty good track record of putting out good players. That produce
Yeah.
in the NFL.
Yeah, if you're not going to play in the SEC, that's almost the team to be playing for.
Because maybe I'm
during the Lawrence years.
Maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I feel like if the Saints do anything good in the draft, they have a shot to compete in that division. That I think
I agree. Yeah, I think you guys have as good a shot as anybody in that division.
Right.
The Panthers, the Bucks, the Saints. You're all
That division's wide open.
right there, yeah. Same thing with the AFC West, Lee. I think you guys are in an open division. The Broncos.
It's going to be an open competitive division, I feel.
Well, what happened to Bogey? I was going to ask him what he thought about the Mike Evans deal.
Bogey, he hit the Matrix. I think he got a phone call, but he'll be back.
He's probably pretty happy about that, I guess.
Yeah. If he can keep his hamstrings in order, he'll be
I was just getting ready to say to Lee, Evans is getting old, and he's had a lot of injury issues the last few
Every
years.
single year, it's a hamstring this, a hamstring that.
That I wouldn't. I mean, I'd be cautiously optimistic, but I wouldn't be like ecstatic with the.
Well, if they get him and he's healthy most of the year, that's a hell of a bonus.
Well, the problem I have with that is that they don't have anybody to kind of support.
Exactly.
The supporting cast is shaky. Kittle
Evans is getting old. What is he now?
Kittle is getting up there in age too. Could you his two top targets, like combine them, they're older than you, Papa Guru.
What is Evans, like 33?
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Somewhere around there.
Because he's been around a long time.
Yeah, and Kittle's been around for a while too. I think he's in his 30s, right? Shit, I don't know. I don't follow him that close. Bogey's got the memory of an elephant, so when he comes back, I'm sure he'll know right off the top of his head. Oh yeah,
Mike Evans.
He's a Gemini.
I'm looking him up, kid. He'll be 33 this year.
Dang, see? I don't know if I'm close or not. You don't have to disclose the information, but how close was I? Are they older than you or not?
What, Kittle and Evans?
Yeah.
How old is Kittle?
I think he's 31, 32. Hold on. I got my app open so I can do a quick search. He is 32.
So they're the same age as me when you combine them.
Okay, damn. All right, damn. Well, I pushed on that one. Pause.
I just turned 65 in January.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. I aspire to have an ability to live a full life, and 65. I need to get there. I'm only 39, so. Shout out, man.
The thing I do like with that ATN signing with a running back, you don't have to break the bank to sign him. You know, he's getting like $13 million a year.
$2 million is a lot of money. Is that the guaranteed or the I think it was $52 million, right, Lee?
Hey, Papa Guru,
it's $13 million a year.
L'Jarius Sneed just got released. There's a cornerback on the market. He's done though.
I don't know. It doesn't say how much of it is guaranteed. I think only like half of it is guaranteed.
It's a 4-year, $52 million deal. Yeah,
that's 13 a year. So you're not having to break the bank. It's not like if you sign one of these free agent. Look what
the top 5
gave. What's his face? The receiver. That was crazy what they gave him. Pierce.
The 114. Yeah. Oh God, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that guy.
He got offered more. That's not even the most money he was offered. I was like, dang, the Niners were ready to give him $30 million a year.
Yeah, the Patriots, Niners, and Chargers offered him $30 million a year.
That is crazy. I mean, that guy.
And he turned it down to go back.
Showed some promise last year, but and he's more like a big play kind of guy, not the kind of guy that's going to catch 8 or 10 passes a game.
My bad, y'all. I had a couple phone calls. Trying to trade Mac Jones.
We've been talking about
get Brian Thomas Jr. in return.
Yeah. It's
we've been talking about.
I figured because Jacksonville's like, did you call? I said, yeah, I called. I got Mac Jones for you.
Hey, you can have two. Was Mac Jones in the same class as Trevor Lawrence? Or was
No.
okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trevor Lawrence was first overall, and then Mac Jones was like 15 to the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Bogey,
Yeah.
we've been talking about Mike Evans.
Okay.
And Kittle wanted to remind me that between Evans and Kittle, but you combine their age, and they probably older than me.
I mean, look. So
And
look,
then
look,
we looked them up. They're like the same age, 65.
look at this. Right, hey Pops. Right before you jumped on the show, I was just talking like I was saying, man, I really want my Niners to go focus young in this offseason. Then what do? They bring in Mike Evans, and I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, fuck it. Then I go, then I go, we're bringing out Greenlaw. Oh, you know what? Fuck it, let's bring back Debo. You know what? We gotta be old. You can't be on my team if you're young right now. Fuck that.
You just hope he can stay healthy for 1 year.
I hope we can fend off another season against not only other teams but the goddamn substation.
He's got two things working against him: his age and his hamstrings.
Yeah, this is a fact. But we do have okay. If we live in a positive world. So the positive world outlook is Mike Evans plays all season. He feels like 10 touchdowns and 1,000 yards.
How much are they paying him?
He's got like 30 or something like that guaranteed.
And how many year contract?
I think it was 2.
It's a 3-year. It's 63 years, but it's like 30 guaranteed. So we're probably looking at like 2 years. It might even just be a year. He might fuck around and retire next year
if he gets hurt again this year. They might just say, "Well, the hell with it." Then.
Yeah, I mean, but this definitely tells me like, all right, we're trying to win. Like
they're going all in.
Like,
yeah,
you don't go out there. And we're trying to win now. And I'm pretty sure, like, somewhere along the way, we get some young skill guys in this draft.
Maybe he can, Bogey, maybe he can help out the other guy that we think has potential, but he never quite lives up to it, that Jennings.
Jennings is gone.
Jennings is gone.
And I think Jennings –
well, he's a free agent.
I think he fully was made aware of his potential. And because – on a the years that he was balling, we were not the highest volume passing team. So like his efficiency was phenomenal. Like Jennings is great because he's also an all-around player. He blocks very well. He's not athletic. That's never going to be in his description as far as he's not blowing past fools and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but he finds the way. And it's really the blocking too. When you look at his snap counts, he never leaves the field. So until he started getting hurt and then complaining about wanting to get paid for what he's worth, because he is worth a damn. It's just also he's the example that I like to use now as he's the arrogance of Shanahan. Shanahan's like, watch what I do with this 7th rounder, y'all. You know what I mean? Like
he's had little stretches where he looked really good, and then
and that's Shanahan's arrogance right there. Like, told y'all, look what I do with 7 rounders, even. You know what I mean? Like, do that with your 1st rounder with Ricky.
So then y'all got Ricky. You hope he can stay on the field this year. And
I don't want to disrespect Ricky. He can't. He is good. Just needs to stay on the field because when he's on the field, 100 yards, bro. 100 yards. Let's go.
Stay on the field. And who's your other receiver?
Before he got hurt, he had 3 weeks, 100 yards straight. Like he was about to start a streak. He was about to start streaking. 3 is the streak. That's on fire. And then he got hurt. And they doused his flames out real quick.
Who's the other receiver y'all had that showed a couple games where he did pretty well?
It was Kendrick Bourne. He had like a couple games where he went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
He had like 15 catches for like 180. It was like then he had another one. He followed up the next week with like another 100 with like 10 catches or some shit like that. Like, yeah, and I mean, see, but that's also a testament to Shanahan. He's
Yeah, like certain games, they just target this certain guy, and then after that, they just don't.
But they're all system guys. Kendrick Bourne was a system guy. We drafted him back in the day, like in 2017 or 18, whatever it was. Like
he's that old too, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. Kendrick Bourne he was originally a Niner.
Team, and then you depended on Kittle too, another one that's old.
I mean, shit. We drafted him in 2017. I got a picture of my dad and Kittle. My dad was doing Uber. Just like because during that time my dad was still doing a lot of business in Vegas, so like he would be like in town for 2 weeks and he would just do Uber, right? And like he sends me a picture, hey Jay, and it's him. He's like this behind the driver's the steering wheel, and he's like, you know, he got the thing, and it's Kittle. He's in the back right, but the front seat is, you know, like folded over and thing. And Kittle's there smiling, and he's like, this guy's gonna be good, Jay. His name is George Kittle. I'm like, yeah, what? You're in the car with George Kittle?
Y'all's motto.
And then and George Kittle went everywhere. And you know what he told me? You get him in your fantasy leagues, Jay. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try.
Bogey, y'all's motto
Dad.
For the 49ers, your motto this year is just gonna be stay on the field.
I mean, shit.
And all these guys that
we're gonna show that substation you're no match for us. Yeah. I hate that science is proving that there's frequencies that are destroying us.
Y'all could be really good if you can stay on the field.
We can just get the fuck out of the way from that substation. You know, but here's the thing. Here's what's so crazy is like no one's ever gonna point out that Shanahan, even though it might look like he's not recreating himself all the time, he's definitely like recreating himself every time because there's not only his thumbprint all over the league because of all the coaches that are from his tree and McVay's tree and LaFleur's tree, and because they all came from Shanahan, you know, now and even Clint Kubiak, he's part of it, even though obviously his dad, Gary, but this is why Shanahan keeps having to reinvent his shit. And like, even as in shambles as we could be, he's still been able to have moderate success. I say moderate because, you know, being like I have a higher standard for just what I want from Shanahan now because it's been a long time now.
I know injuries happen at all teams, but it does seem like the 49ers have had more than their share of injuries over the last several years.
I mean, here's the thing, bro. It's the fucking substation.
Like the running backs, man. Y'all had some years where y'all had like 3 or 4 running backs, and they all look pretty good. It seemed like they all get hurt.
Before you jumped on the show, I was actually talking about that. I was talking about how, why isn't nobody traded for Mac Jones? Like we're driving the price up because Shanahan got PTSD. You know, he's lost too many of his star skill position players to not have his pockets loaded. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, if you really want Mac Jones, you better pay him up because he's part of what we got going on right now. We need him for what we're trying to do right now. So if you want him, it's going to cost a guap. You know what I mean? Which I'm all right with because, I would love to trade him and get something for him, obviously. But at the same time, I'm like, listen, what if something happens to the Brock? Enter Mac Jones. I feel really good about that. I'm really okay with that. And we're not even 10 years removed from a motherfucking Eagles winning their first ever Super Bowl, having Nick Foles as their backup.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I guess you can say miracles happen, but like he definitely had to run. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel good having our pockets loaded with a Mac Jones. I would love him to get moved. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I have a ton of Mac Jones in fantasy that'll just give me an extra QB. All right, dynasty, I should say. But I mean,
not counting on Purdy this year.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, let me point this out too. What I was saying before you came on the show. I'm a Sagittarius, just like Shanahan. We're the ever optimistic individuals that you ever meet, but we will never not take notice of the shit that has fucked us up. We're to the point where we actually get PTSD from it. I think Brock is phenomenal, but his history of injuries makes Shanahan not be so he not be so adamant about trading Mac Jones away. You know what I mean?
I'll be right back.
Wait, I don't know if you can still hear me.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Mac Jones on the Jets, even though we got Geno Smith. Be like, yeah, man, they just needed to have fuck it. I don't think we're gonna be in the running for Mac Jones. Nope, not gonna happen. Don't get your don't get your hopes up. That's the quarterback, the one quarterback out of all the names that was a free agent for the Jets that I would have been excited about to acquire. Not push for the 27 draft or getting a quarterback during the 27 draft is going to be much easier than the 26. I think 26 is too many question marks. Where I think 27 we'll have at least a solid 3 that'll declare and show out and be easy first round draft picks. We want those easy first round draft picks. The questionable ones, they don't pan out very often, and even the easy ones. Jaden Daniels, that was a nice easy one, and then we got unlucky with the injury. Outside of that, I think we're pretty happy. CJ Stroud is probably on the uprise. I think CJ Stroud's a nice buy low candidate for Dynasty. Maybe right now you can get
better hope, because this is kind of like to me like a big year for him. If he doesn't do it this year,
they're doing everything in their power to giving them opportunity to.
He's kind of trending in the wrong direction.
He was, but that line was in shambles, and I think they're starting to piece together something that is at least a functional line for CJ Stroud is all he needs, because he is.
Jets, y'all got Geno Smith again?
Yeah. So
the circle of life, a full circle.
Yeah, and he's seen all the right things in the interviews that he's had. It's all been positive. He's excited, and he wants to do right by the Jets draft. He's like, man, the Jets drafted me, and I sucked. And
y'all better have y'all better have a good offensive line if y'all going to depend on Geno Smith.
Oh, I don't know if we're really in it to win it. there might be our prize.
The worst offensive line, the better this year.
We weren't fortunate like you guys. You guys got a late round quarterback that panned out. That's not.
Well, we think he panned out.
He was a second round kid.
Yeah, he was like, but I'm not going to just like automatically say, oh, he's definite, because I mean it's still a small sample size.
Yeah,
you know who had sample size. You know who won a Super Bowl with a second round QB? Kellen Moore, when he was with Jalen Hurts. Hey, sometimes those guys just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but I'm not. I mean, I've been around too long to think like,
here's what I think about your Saints, right? And my thoughts right here, you could switch out the same thought for any of the Falcons or the Buccaneers. That division is wide.
We were talking about that when you went off. We would.
Oh shit! Okay, nice. Look at that. Picked it up on the frequency.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's wide. Like the Saints are actually going to have a shot this year. They're only a couple games out of it last year.
Right, they were for the division. One game out.
9-8 wins that. 9-8 wins that division the last couple years.
Yeah. No, that's what I told Kidda. I think we have a legitimate shot to compete to win the division. I don't think that's at all being like any kind of like pipe dream. I think that's a definite possibility.
Yeah, I can tell you're not being facetious at all. You're actually, it's a genuine statement. Even when I say it, I'm like, look at the Panthers on this show. We had the Panthers as the dark horse when we were going through like dark horse like division winners last year, and they went and took it. Of course, when we went through like our prediction episode, I predicted the Bucs would win it because I love Baker. But on the dark horse prediction episode, I said the Carolina Panthers because they were sneaky good.
And we were either 4-1 or 5-1.
You guys are
4-2
sneaky
or
good now.
5-1 in our division last year.
You guys are the sneaky good team now because the way you guys closed out the year was like, oh shit, like they should have
you
started.
know
They
who
may
else?
should have started
we
shit
didn't
early.
when we were talking before. I didn't mention him, and y'all didn't bring him up either. That I think could be a real good signing for the Saints. We signed that Caden Ellis.
Oh yeah, come on, we'll be bringing him back even.
Yes, but he didn't do anything when we had him. But the last 3 years,
because he was buried on the depth chart, and but I remember too, your guys that time, your defensive coordinator had went to the Falcons to be their DC under Raheem Morris, and he brought Caden Ellis with him, and then Caden Ellis balled. It was like he arrived.
Yeah, so Caden Ellis is kind of reminding me of that Zach Bond, the Eagle guy.
Like Zach Bond, like Olakun. These are guys that were just buried on depth charts till they got a chance. You know what I mean?
Then I saw that guy that had 11 or 12 sacks for the I'd forgotten about him from the for the Panthers. That I think's a free agent or something, Muhammad or something. He was drafted by the Saints, had him too.
You know, I guess you got to give it up to Loomis when it comes to that side of the ball.
I don't know, but we don't seem to be able. We have good guys, and we don't realize they're good. Then they go to some other team, and then they go.
I mean, Anzalone. You guys had Anzalone.
Yeah,
he went on to Detroit to ball out. Zach Bond went on to ball out. Like you guys, that's kind of crazy.
He's been one of the best linebackers in football.
I remember in Dynasty holding on to Zach Bond everywhere. And then like the off season that I released him to make room, the Eagles pick him up and it's so low key. And then he blows up and I have 0 Zach Bond that year. I was pissed. I had all the Zach Bond. Hella funny how that works. Because you just house these guys on your Dynasty team.
I don't really pay that much attention to punters, but the punter we signed is named Ryan Wright. I forgot what team he was with last year.
So you guys got it right.
But he was one of the best punters last year.
Hey, you guys are making the moves. I mean, Kellen Moore. First of all, Kellen Moore, he just came recently from an organization that knew what it looked like. You know what I mean? Like this is how it's supposed to look. So I think from the inside out, that's what he's doing over there.
No.
You know what I like? I like having a young QB with a lot to prove versus a young QB who was drafted up high. Like, okay, a non-first round QB has a lot to prove. A first round QB has a lot of expectation. See the difference? So, like, I like the Tyler Shook over there for you. Like, you know, I liked having the Brock for my Niners. Like, once he got on, I was like, no, we got to roll with this kid. He's trying to get it. You know what I mean? Like, he's fucking hungry. And you kind of need that because the first round QBs that were drafted, you know, you got the entitlement. Look at Kyler Murray, for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
Is Kidda still on?
Yeah, he's just.
In the back.
No, I mean, is he listening?
I'm floating around.
Yeah, he probably is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kidda, y'all draft.
I open up a new drink
right?
after this one. We'll probably close it up.
Yeah.
Because I know Kidda, he worked all night, and he's on the ones and twos right there. We're in the mix with the Kidda Cat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what was your DJ name back then, Cat?
Oh man, James Hydro, and then
Nice.
the first one, because I didn't want to rock with it anymore. It was too like, you know, you take a while to come up with a good one.
My first name was my hood name, Cheapster. Like I was like, I don't like that as a rap name.
So my first one was Cereal Box.
Cereal Box. Oh, that's kind of tight. Was it cereal? Was the cereal as in cereal or serial killer?
Yeah.
Then you put a twist on it.
I had all sorts of stupid shit. I spelled it out so retarded. It wasn't like grammatically correct either.
Okay, but it phonetically sounded it out.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I love it. You're in the mix with Cereal Box. Hey, look, I'm gonna be at the motherfucking raves throwing cereal for real. Make it rain.
Y'all draft second, right?
Yes, we got the
Y'all
102.
going to take the linebacker from Ohio State, Reese?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's going to be Bailey. They're going to take. Everything I've been seeing lately has been Bailey for the Jets.
Well,
That's
we'll
the
see.
guy
Can
from
y'all hear
Texas
me?
Tech?
Texas
You're back.
Tech, yeah.
Don't. Now you're gone.
Man, I don't know. I'd take Reese. To me, that Reese seems like a sure thing.
Yeah, that's my that's my opinion too. Especially with Abdul Carter in the same building over there, and the Giants keep making the right decisions. It's competitive in that building right now.
You know, those pass rush guys, you can't always predict
We're
those.
going from worst to first. Hopefully, the Giants and the Jets. Got to figure it out. I think the Giants are a little bit at a better. They have a better start than we do at the moment. They're looking pretty good on that defensive line. That's as solid as defensive lines I've seen in a long time on paper. It's pretty nasty right now. So the Giants start to put together some other pieces. They're going to be a nice team too in the NFC East again. That Dart, I don't know. That's the big question mark, is if Dart is really the guy over there or not.
Yeah, I know. That's another one where they were ready to ordain him after a few games, and you never know on that. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
the one thing I feel like with the Giants and the Jets, they're due. Like the law of averages is due to go their way.
Especially the Jets. At least the Giants,
I mean,
with Eli, they were able to get a couple from the Patriots, but
I mean, at some point, you know, just through dumb luck, it's got to go your way. At some point, you would.
Yeah, you would think so, but look at the Chargers, for example. There's nothing ever gone their way.
Oh, he's gonna have.
I can't say much for the fucking Jets.
The Chargers were pretty good this year. What would y'all win, Lee? 11 games?
11 games. Hey,
yeah, they overperformed.
Papa Guru, listen to me. I always take this with a grain of salt.
I know.
Because you know why? Because I say it comes with love.
And Kiddo was a Charger fan, wasn't he?
I know, but he loves to rub it in my shit. Pause.
What, he abandoned them after they left? After they left San
They
Diego?
left San Diego, so they broke Kiddo's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where that kind of break your heart, but
I know a lot of other people have said this.
I could never take another team, though. Even if something happened with the Saints, I couldn't start rooting for somebody else. That'd be hard.
The drama is a multi-decade long event, and right after Marty Schottenheimer having that 14-2 team,
and they fired his ass. Yeah, that was great.
It was just writing on the wall.
Hey, Papa Guru, the best thing that happened to the Chargers is that
terrible.
fucking Spanos sold the team.
Yeah.
Well, Kid, are you a big Padres fan?
I am.
He loves his Padres.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, you still got your Padres.
I still got the Padres. They're alive and kicking, and they're selling out every game. It's not a San Diego thing with sports teams. It's the organizations have to be willing to put a product on the field worthy of attending.
Yeah, the Padres have had some teams that looked like they were going in the right direction. They just can't quite get over that hump.
They just can't get over that hump.
4 out of the last 6 years they made the playoffs. For the Padres, that's amazing. They basically doubled their appearances in the playoffs in 6 years.
Well, Lee.
Yes,
Lee,
sir.
you didn't call me back yesterday. You didn't hear my message?
No, I'm sorry.
I left you a message around 3 o'clock yesterday. So what's going on with whatever happened with y'all, with the baseball?
Oh, I touched base with Joe. I haven't heard back from him.
You still haven't heard back from him?
No, but I will. I'm going to make sure to touch. I will reach out to him, get a call in about after the show and after that, because
yeah, been kind of incognito lately.
Who?
Diamond Joe.
Yeah.
He showed up last week.
Last week, yeah.
On a Wake Your Game Up. I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday. But one of the free agency frenzy.
Because
I'm
if
gonna shoot with that.
if you get with Spencer, I'm sure y'all could figure out a better way to do the scoring. You know,
I'm gonna shoot up right now.
and then we could do it if y'all still want to do it. But I'm kind of looking forward to baseball. This time of the year, I'm always kind of looking forward to baseball.
I just text the thread with Spencer's in it too. Kid is in it too, so he'll see it.
Spencer told me last week or the other day, maybe it was this week, like Monday or Tuesday. He's like, "Oh, just forget it. It ain't gonna happen." I said, "Well, you didn't know that?" I said, "Maybe it will happen." All I said is, if it does happen, I want to.
You want in?
Get the scoring deal better.
Yes, sir.
But
yeah, I got to touch base with JD because I'll have a power hour this afternoon, but I don't know what time just yet.
How's old JD been doing? He wasn't on the last time when I was here. And
he's doing good. He's just got a lot going on right now. He's got those pups and stuff like that.
Yeah, he said it was something where the dogs ate up some of his.
Yeah, he's had some craziness. Yeah.
So he had to replace some stuff.
Yeah, but he's on. I think he's just trying to, as he said to me, he says, "I'm looking forward to when these dogs are gone. Dogs are gone, and he can get his videos all set up and all that." Yeah.
But Bogey didn't miss out on anything.
No,
we started talking a little baseball, Bogey.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, see, that was perfect. I had to take a phone call anyways. It's been a little busy morning. Been very productive. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You want to be getting phone calls if it's productive phone calls.
Yeah, come on. We'll get things in motion. Trying to get me Brian Thomas over to my 49ers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somehow, some way. Because then that would make total sense to me. That would make total sense. Like, oh, okay. We got Mike Evans and for now, and we got Brian Thomas for now and for the future. You know what I mean? And then we have two receivers that we don't have to pay technically for a little while with Thomas and Ricky. Like, so that would make total sense. But you know what's crazy? We don't ever do things that make sense to me. I think the only move that historically I've nailed was Trey Lance. Us drafting Trey Lance and then us trading for CMC, because the Trey Lance thing, I just nailed. But the CMC thing, that was like, it was family orientated because they're like family with the Shanahans. You know what I mean? Like, there's pictures of Kyle Shanahan as a teenager holding baby Christian McCaffrey, legit. You know what I mean? Like, they're fam bam.
Well, I'm like I told him. Right now, I'm looking forward to baseball.
I'm looking forward to football because there's so much that's still happening.
Yeah, but it's too far away. I can't worry about it. The only thing I'm looking
in
forward
real
to
time, we have so much that's gonna keep me occupied till actual
y'all do that year round,
and it has everything to do with football. It is year round for us because as far as content goes. But also definitely like what I'm doing with music, I recorded a shitload of everything already, stuff from last year and then stuff from I went crazy in January. I'm gonna get in there again next week and record an entire project in one sitting, and then I have music to drop throughout the rest of the year. So I can focus on football. Because this year is crazy.
Yeah, get all your music shit done so you can.
Oh yeah. Well, especially because music is for the summer too. I love I'm even though I'm a fall baby. I'm like a fall winter baby because I'm at the end. I'm November 30th. So it's like, you know what I mean, like, I'm a. What the hell?
Yeah, I'll focus on I'll kind of focus on the draft and next month, and then after that I'll kind of be off of football till August, and then get back into it in August. Bogey went off. Yep. And Lee's out of here. Everybody's out of here.
My bad, y'all. Yeah, we'll call it quits.
All right.
And, we'll see y'all next week, Tuesday morning. I'm not too sure if Lee's got a power hour coming in before then. You never know. What's up, Bowie? You never know when Peacock's ready for a show. He's been really busy lately, so
just stay tapped in. You know what I mean? Keep that notification bell rung. And definitely neonpeacockmerch.com. I think we still have the 40% off sale. I gotta order my shit.
Yeah, myself. You got you might still got some time. Let me know.
Bogey, we got to get you and JD into the baseball. JD used to
listen, I'm gonna be real with you. It'll never happen.
JD used to do the baseball, he told me, but he's like,
and I almost guarantee he'll never do it again.
Baseball's intense because it's every day.
Yeah, it's every day. It's
respect to the people that do baseball. Shout out.
You gotta be.
It's 162 games for each team, but that means there's 181 days in a season.
Right, you play 162 games in 180 days. And in fantasy, you got to be paying attention every day.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough.
Your team never has a day off in fantasy because you got guys from all different teams.
I mean, I know you be busy when you're working at night, kiddo, but working graveyard, does that ever help you? Because
you gotta be ready for pitching changes and stuff like that.
During the day.
Yeah,
that's what's bad with baseball, Bogey. During the week and stuff, you always have like a couple day games. Then you got some games on the West Coast where they day.
Yeah, you got to set your lineup.
They play like in the afternoon, and then you have night games, early night games, and you got the West Coast night games. So those are late games. I mean, they go pretty much.
Days where all the games start at 4:00 Eastern time, and then it goes to 5:00, 6:00, 7:00, and so on. Those are the days that I can handle it. But the morning,
here's my thing too is like I like to watch games. I remember a couple years ago, actually more than a couple, probably 5-6 years ago, Steamboat goes, "You should really get into this baseball with us." I was like, "Fuck that," and he's like, "You'll love it. You don't have to watch the games. It's like numbers for real." He's
right?
Like, you don't gotta watch all the games. And I was like, no, I have to. I was like, never.
The thing with baseball, it'll get you in the mood to not fall in love with the name.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's all numbers.
I don't know if y'all have ever watched it, but they have it now on as part of that MLB channel, and you can get it independently. I don't think I'm going to get the full package. I'm going to just get the MLB channel with this. It's called MLB Big Inning.
I think I have that part of our spectrum.
It's kind of like a red zone, right?
It's kind of like the red zone of baseball.
I heard about that.
They'll have like 4
I think they even have something like that for NBA too.
And every time bigs happening, a guy hits a home run or hits a double. And
they get you on some multi-split screen shit you got to see. And it's actually geared towards the fantasy. So
I started watching that last year more than the actual game.
I mean, shit, I routinely just only watch the primetime games in their entirety, and then I watch only Red Zone then on Monday mornings.
Yeah, I have MLB extra innings
on YouTube.
Well, I had that too, but that's a lot more expensive, Lee. That's where you can watch any game you want.
I get that part of our
on YouTube, though. On YouTube, once the game's done, YouTube will have the NFL YouTube channel will have it on there at a condensed version, no commercials, all the offensive plays, basically.
Yep.
It's like condensed down to like 20 minutes, so you could like watch it on a faster speed, and I could catch up on any game in its entirety.
You know what? Last year
I wanted to watch it, or that I missed because I'm watching Red Zone. You know what I mean?
That extra innings deal, Lee. Now it's like $150 for the year. And last year I got the 1 week trial, and then I said, well, I'm not going to get it this year. I'm going to wait. And in May, one day they ran some 1 week promotion. They gave it to me at half price. So I got the whole rest of the year, 5 months for like $70 or something.
Come on.
So I'm like, well, at that price, I'll get it because that's.
L'Jarius Sneed was let go. He's a free agent. He's released.
I mean, shit, he hasn't been on the field in like almost 2 seasons.
2 years,
so.
2 exactly.
Shout out to that kid. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Once
I'll
again,
be back
Neon
this
Peacock.
afternoon for a power hour. I don't know what time yet, but just stay tuned, and I'll probably have one in a couple hours, depending on
There
JD.
you go, man. Stay tapped in for the Chargers Power Hour. You know what I mean? And man, appreciate everybody for rocking. You know what I mean? Everybody
And we'll
be
see
safe.
everyone on Tuesday.
Checking in with y'all.
Yo,
Good
Papa,
job, man.
Groove,
Papa
thanks
Groove,
for joining.
always a pleasure, man. And Cat, man, appreciate you
Thank you, dude.
on the ones and twos. You know what I mean? Man, dealer's choice, man. Take us out of here with whichever one you feeling like. You know what I mean?
All right, man. We gotta run the promo first. Shout out to Neon Peacock.
PeacockMerch.com.
And stay tuned. We'll be back on later
Tuesday.
today. Or definitely Tuesday for Waking Game Up, and then maybe hour pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
You fellas have a blessed weekend.
Peace.
Love, cheap man, cheap on the